Welcome back, guys. It's great to see you again. I had more of a deep talk with you guys last time, just spitballing a couple of things of what's been on my mind and what I've been going through. And I hope you guys are just having a great day. It's currently April 20th and it's Easter, man. I hope you guys are having a great Easter. Guys got some candies, went for an egg hunt. I don't know. I just hope that you guys are having a great Easter and you're enjoying it. If you're not, man, it's great to see you and I hope it turns around. I'm not going to waste too much of your guys' time, so let's hop right into it. As you can see by the title and the thumbnail, I'm going to be talking about my definition of being rich, and I'm going to be going over my personal main focuses that I think are the most important when becoming rich that I've used at the current moment to start a foundation. I feel as these things are really important. Let's go over my personal definition of being rich and what you're going to need to get there. All right, for starting this off, for each person, I want you to separate the difference between being rich in terms of how much money you have and how much you're making, and rich in life. And now what I mean by this is you could be making a lot of money and be miserable, as there are some people who end up like that. And then you have people who make no money at all, yet are very happy. Now, this is not always the case, and I often find that in my own personal life. More people with money usually tend to be happier, while people with no money usually tend to be more fearful and just trying to make it through life. So, I want you to find what makes you happy without money. Because picture this, let's say you get all the money you want in the world. You buy everything you want that makes you happy. And then over time, they just become more objects. Find what makes you happy without money. Now, using that, use that to make money. And what I mean by this is, if you can find something that you're genuinely passionate about, that you like and you enjoy, without even having money, use that to start making money. Just as an example, let's say that you like clothing, okay? Or styling per se. If that's something that you're deeply interested in, that's something like that takes up a lot of time out of your day, something that consumes you, and you are happy doing it without having money, use that to start making money. Start selling your own clothes, make your own brand, start shuffling in and out of group chats. Do what you have to do to get to where you want. Separating the difference between rich in terms of wealth and rich in terms of life can help you drastically to make money. Separating the differences between rich in terms of your wealth and rich in terms of what you have in life can help you. Because if you're pursuing something that you genuinely don't like, or something that you're genuinely not passionate about, and you have passions in other fields, not a phase, not something that you just picked up, something that you've been interested or has corresponded with something that you've liked through childhood growing up over the years. Find those things and then pursue those, as those will best suit you because they are based around your personality and what you have liked through life. So use those to your advantage because you know them best. Also, I've said this before, when you're making a product, sell to yourself. There are so many people out there who think and like and do the same things as you. So if you sell to yourself, I guarantee you'll make it very far. I use this personally. One of the things I told you guys I'm doing at the current moment is flipping cars. I only pick out cars that I like and I know other people like. I'm going to be starting another e-commerce website soon, and I'm going to document the whole thing with you guys again. And it's going to be about something that I genuinely like. All my other businesses that I do on the side are stuff that I genuinely like. Find things that you genuinely like. Start them, and over time, use them to correspond into each other. The thing about separating the difference between rich in wealth and rich in life is if you can decide which is which, you can use them to help you. It's like a teeter-tot, and this has helped me greatly to start out. Now, let's move into the next thing, in wants in life. Okay, let me set the base ground for you. If you're just somebody who's happy with making 10K a month, okay, that satisfies you. That's what you like, okay? If you're just someone who's satisfied with making 10K a month, there's your wealth. That's your rich right there. Versus somebody who needs to make 100K a month and wants to drive around a bunch of supercars and live in penthouses and mansions. That's someone else's rich. Now, you could also have somebody who wants to live that same life, but also wants to help people who are on the come up or support schools in lesser countries or help with diseases, then you're gonna need even more money. So I want you to do something and be very serious about this. Sit down, grab a notebook, grab a pen, and I want you to write down what would your dream life be if you had every single thing you could possibly want. Using this, now you've set your goals to where to go, okay? Then you can use what we talked about previously to start building a foundation to get to these goals. But you need to know where you're heading. If each individual one of you have different goals, different wants, and different aspirations, you all are going to have different stopping points and different routes to get there. So you need to know, what do you like that you could do if you were making no money at all? And then where do you want to be if you have everything? And use those two together. And this will help you so much, because if you know what you like, but you don't have a goal, you're not going to have a plan. But if you know where you want to get and you're doing something that you genuinely don't like, you're going to get burnt out and you're not going to want to continue. So you need to find stuff that you genuinely will like at the lowest points possible, where you're making nothing at all. You're going negative, you're going in debt, but it's something that you genuinely enjoy and where you want to get. And use those two to make a plan to build up on each other. Once you figure all this out, you figured out passions that you like, filter through them, find which one you like the most to start out. Focus on one, because you cannot focus on multiple things and put in 100% consistency. But once you figured that out, and you figured out where you want to go, ask yourself why. This could be the most biggest thing that can help you and hold you back. I'm not gonna lie. It could also do nothing for you. It depends on your situation. If you're confused on what I mean, I'll give you my example. First up, freedom. The ability to not have to fear or worry about anything that is going on in my life financially. And what I mean by this is, I can live in any country that I please. I can help my family with any bills that they may have. I can get the best medicine for anybody who is sick in my family to make sure that they are well. I can supply for my kids and any future generations to give them a foundation so that they can continue it going. And separated from that worrying part, to not being able to help my kids and living a normal life and not being able to help my family, the freedom aspect of being able to go wherever I please, do as I please, have the time I want to myself, travel the world, do whatever it is that you enjoy doing to its fullest extent. If I want to buy 10 supercars and start a channel and start reviewing cars, I could do it just because I have the ability to. It's that ability to have freedom. I can go and travel the world and not have to worry about my family having bills. It's that freedom, the freedom to do as you please, because you and I and everybody else are financially locked. And unless you have financial freedom, not stability, you'll never be able to do everything you want to do. The next thing is ability to help others. I was talking about before how I don't want my family to worry or stress. I want to give them a different life. The ability to give my kids a foundation to build off that's a lot easier than where I'm starting, and to have that keep going. Not only that, but be able to help other people. People in lesser situations. People who are in foreign countries that can't even do anything for themselves currently. People who are in the same shoes that I'm in and want the same things as me but can't get there, or if they are, they're struggling just like I am. I want to be able to help these people, and that's why I was talking about before. You have to know how much you want, because I can't just settle for 10K a month. I can't. I need way more than that to be able to live this comfortably, do as I please, and help others on top of this. I cannot just settle, so I have to keep going. Now, I don't want to keep this going because this has been a very unorganized video, but now that you have all this info, I want to talk about the main things that you're going to need to put all these things into action. Discipline and God. I'm going to keep this quick because I want to end this. None of this matters if you don't have discipline, because you could do all this, but if you're not consistent and you're not working when you know you should be working, you're not working when someone else is working, you're not working when you have the free time, all those small moments will add up. So discipline is very big. No matter how you feel, no matter what is going on in your life, no matter what situation that you are in, keep going. I mean it most sincerely. And the next to that is God. Listen, man, I haven't had the easiest life, but I haven't had the hardest life. But to get to where I am today and to become who I am, I would not be here without him. So find the Lord. That is probably the main thing. Always put him first. With all that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, let me know. As always, I love to hear from you guys. Leave it in the comments below. I'll see you later, man. Peace.